Welcome back to the One Step Journey podcast. I'm Coleton. This is Jeffrey. And we are here. Jeffrey and I.
Episode 4.
We just finished our 10K that we have been talking about for the last several weeks.
Yep.
We crushed it.
We let the listeners know that we were doing the race, and we literally just got back. We just ate some Potbelly sandwiches in Tropical, and we're recovering. We finished the race literally about 2 hours ago.
Yeah. And my neck is hurting.
Yeah.
Is your neck hurting right now?
My neck's
pretty heavy?
Because this metal is pretty heavy.
Wow. Metal Boys.
The Metal Boys.
Metal Boys are
Another
here.
podcast change. Stay tuned for the rebrand. Hashtag Metal Boys.
Metal Boys with a Z. With a Z.
This is the third medal for me. First one for you. I know that this is feeling good.
This is feeling good.
The post-race high is real, but the post-race cinder block legs are even realer.
They are realer. And
They are heavy right now.
Knees hurt, legs hurt, feet
It's
hurt.
all hurting.
Everything hurts.
We stink.
We probably won't wash our shirts until next race.
Yeah. I'm wearing this the whole week for work and everything. All my meetings.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Just walk in like this.
I'm wearing the medal this week too.
What are you buying? What are you buying? What device are you buying? Look at this medal.
Yeah, look. Hello.
10K.
Look.
No, 100%. But speak to me, right?
Yeah.
Talk to me. I told you before that you were going to fall in love with the atmosphere and the race. We're big on community. We're big on people coming together and positive energy, encouragement, love, all that kind of stuff. Talk to me about your first race.
It was great.
How do you feel?
I feel amazing. I want to go back to last night. I know we talked late last night. I was like, hey, I'm going to try to get to bed early, slow down, make sure I can get some sleep. Brother, I couldn't sleep.
None of it happened.
Couldn't sleep. I woke up 3 to 4 times. I had to go to the bathroom. I woke up before my alarm went off. I was like, I'm up. Let's go.
Yeah.
I was super excited. It reminded me of game day, college football game
100%.
day. Waking up, going through your routine. You're preparing for something.
Yeah.
Right? And then I drove over to your place. We drove down to the city together. I was just excited, listening to some music. You see the skyline of Chicago. It's like we're getting closer.
Bro.
Had to go to Lower Wacker, which sucked, but we made it out.
Yeah.
And
Lower Wacker brought us literally right to the garage. So if I would have tried to veer off course, it's another lesson, right? Stay the course.
Stay the course.
Trust the process.
Right. That's literally it.
No, but talk to me. Like literally right when we parked, all you're seeing is people getting out of their cars, running shoes, all the gear. Everybody is here.
It's awesome.
On the same mission.
Yeah.
They're either running or they're there supporting. How amazing was it having all the people lined up on the sides, basically the entire stretch of the race, cheering us on.
Amazing.
Passing out water, Gatorade, anything. Just the energy level is unlike anything, man. It brings you back to, like you said, the football days, the baseball days, the wrestling days.
Yeah.
Just having that sense of competition really invigorates and reignites life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's amazing.
I mean, I think that's an understatement. I mean, it's phenomenal. I mean, having those I was nervous having those jitters before. You
had to empty the tank when we got there. You were nervous.
Had to, you know.
We were nervous in the porta potty.
We took care of business. But anyways, besides that, we took care of business on the course, right?
We did.
We really did. It was a really cool experience. Just the support, the love from everyone, people you don't know and will probably never see again.
It was amazing.
I mean, frankly, you got someone from New York on your Strava app.
Two people on the Strava gave kudos from New York.
Giving you love, man. So it's a really cool community, and I never thought in a million years that I'd be in this position where you asked me months ago, hey, you want to run this 10K?
I'm trying to run this.
Hey, you want to run,
a half
marathon in the future? And it's like, after today, I loved it. I'm so happy. It was really fun. Just the accomplishment. It's like, wow.
You feel good.
It gives you that fire, that fuel that I think it was missing a little bit from that competitive side of me, right? Because it's hard.
Because once speak from two ex-athletes, it's kind of hard, right? When you hang up the cleats,
so hard.
Off the football field, off the baseball field, where all we've known from like age 3 or 4, all the way up until like 22, 23, 24 is competing in something organized: football, basketball, baseball, wrestling,
everything.
And kind of hanging that up after a while, that was our identity for so long. So being able to get into something like this, and it really is a challenge. Running is a challenge, bro. It sucked.
It did.
It does, just in general. It's one of the hardest things to do. And you really realize in running, dude, it's all mental.
Everything.
It is all mental. Like, you have to get to a point where you just turn the fucking head off.
You have to go.
You just got to stop. You just got to just keep going. Like, just turn your mind off and go. Because the whole time, dude, my mind's screaming, yo, stop. I need to breathe. You need to slow up. This is too fast, too much. It's like, nope, we're going to keep going.
Have to. Yeah.
Today was tough, bro.
I was just going to say, man. So
it was tough.
So let's backtrack a little bit here. So a Friday ago, not this previous Friday, last Friday, you were playing basketball.
When they're listening to this, it'll be about a week and a half coming up on 2 weeks ago. I was playing basketball and I tweaked my right calf.
This past Tuesday, I was playing basketball and tweaked my left calf. Playing basketball. You go from running linear to the side and side.
Side to side and all
when
this
you're
kind
training,
of stuff.
I don't recommend that.
The quick twitch.
So we had some adversity we had to overcome. And you also, I didn't know this until this morning, you had really ran for a couple weeks before.
I haven't ran for a couple weeks.
It's been a little bit.
That week that I tweaked my calf, I didn't go for a run. I tweaked my calf. Obviously, we play basketball, so I got a little cardio in. And then while they're listening to this, 8 days ago, last Monday, I woke up, wasn't really feeling the greatest. I didn't even go to the gym. I had a long week last week in Chicago. I'm fucking barely sleeping. We had a Synergy Sales Summit. The entire company flew into Chicago. It was 3 days, Tuesday through Friday, just back to back to back, just long sessions, long days, but no fucking excuses, man. Also, shout out to Indiana, Jake Jones.
Yes.
Shout out to Jake Jones, ran it with us.
Baby.
Dude, honestly, you boys pushed me today. And it's something that I love. You absolutely crushed it. Your first race, probably the farthest that you maybe have ever run in one go.
Exactly.
I remember you told me before we started the race, you said, my goal is I don't want to stop.
That's all I want to do.
We didn't pull up. We didn't walk even for a second.
We're good.
We just kept going. 6.2 miles. You boys pushed me. We wanted to get it under 55. That was our goal. Our goal was under 55. I'm pulling up Strava here real quick. And it was 54 minutes on the dot in 5 seconds.
Let's go.
Beat it by a minute.
Beautiful.
Beat it by a minute. 8:42 pace, which is lovely. If we can hold that pace for the half, we'll be straight.
Yeah.
Even a little bit faster.
Yeah.
If we can run like eight minutes a mile on the half, I'd be happy. It would be like an hour 40.
That would be amazing. Yeah. And that's this fall.
That brings us to the topic of today. And I think that this is an amazing topic. The importance of setting goals and working towards something, whatever it may be. If you want to work towards a promotion, you want to work towards losing 10 pounds, you want to work towards hitting 225 on bench, you want to work towards having a healthier relationship and going to to therapy and taking those action steps, whatever it is, the importance of working towards something. I know that's the key to success. Is setting goals and setting forth an action plan on how you're going to achieve it. Not just writing up on the wall, I want a big house, I want a nice car, I want, XYZ amount of money, and then just having it up on the wall. No, okay, let's break that down. How are we going to achieve that? And it could even be something simple, right? Setting that goal of I want to fix my sleeping habits. I'm going to go to sleep by 10:30. I'm going to wake up at 5:30, 6 o'clock. And just winning the day, winning the small battles. And just like we talked about in the last episode, it's the avalanche effect. What do you think is the most important thing about working towards a goal?
You really find your purpose. And you have something to look forward to every day.
100%.
We touched on this, I think, the last episode or a couple back. The majority of the time we're on autopilot. It's really hard. It's easy just to get lost in the shuffle. Easy to get lost in the tidal wave and just be sucked under. I mean, it really is.
Zombie and just going through it.
Absolutely. Having that purpose, having that goal, just focusing on that every single day, just a little bit at a time, right? Because here's the one step. Jake had mentioned this when he was in the locker room, when he was checking in some of his gear. Somebody he ran into from high school, I think, was it the half marathon he was running? Or he had no training for it.
No training,
and just said fuck it and went for it.
I think he got talked into it by his girlfriend, but yeah,
he did. But the point I'm trying to make is that was good. It's gonna be challenging for him. He probably did it and did pretty well. However, he's gonna be feeling it the next couple days.
For sure, be feeling it.
Right.
I'd be curious to know what time he got.
I'd be very curious.
No training, half marathon.
Yeah, it's risky.
It's risky.
But it goes back to the training, right? Like I've been training for probably a month and a half, 2 months for this. A little bit each day, running 6 to 8 miles each week, and slowly just building up. Kind of towards today. This is the longest run that I've ever ran without stopping, and it felt great.
And you crushed it.
We've all crushed it, which is awesome, man. I'm glad that we had the community and really pushed each other, which was great. But again, it allows us to find that purpose. Because now I'm ready for the half marathon.
Now you're ready for the half.
So then it's like you focus on one goal, you accomplish it. Now it's like you earn that, you put in the work, earned it. What's next?
Yeah.
And now you have that juices flowing. You have that momentum, the avalanche effect you just talked about. It's really slow.
One of the biggest things that people do is we set goals and we try to go from A to Z. We have to set these smaller, more attainable goals.
Tangible.
The tangible goals, right? Like working towards the 10K. And then we do the half. And then you do the full. And then you get to the ultra, right? A lot of people want to go from running a 5K to a 50-mile race. Like, you can do it. But as far as like setting up the action plans and slowly accumulating those small victories and gaining the momentum, I think that is the key. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
And being able to work towards something, setting the goal and having a purpose, like you said. Because now every single time that you put on those running shoes and you go out and you start pounding the pavement, you're working towards something. You're not just like mindlessly, I'm just going to go run 1 or 2 miles, but now you're actually finding your purpose and you're doing it for a reason. And then being able to cross the finish line and get that medal, put it around your neck and check off the box. You did it. Feels fucking good.
Yeah, it feels awesome.
It feels incredible.
Yeah, I can't wait to wear it to work tomorrow. But anyways,
I'm going to wear this all week.
I can't wait, man. I can't wait. So and we talked a little bit about this too, but I'm curious too, like what are some other positives of, of working towards a goal, right? Because I think we talked about, we're in a world where we want everything right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What's another benefit that you feel from working towards something?
One of the biggest benefits, whether it comes to running or just working on in general, is being able to garner that sense of delayed gratification. Yeah. Being able to know I'm going to be chipping away every single day.
Let's go.
Running, lifting, eating clean for something that I'm not going to see the results for. Could be 6 months, could be a year, could be 2 years, right? Like, let's say that you start a business right now. You're probably not going to make your first million in the first month, first year, first 2 years. You're going to have to chip away each and every day, drive new foot traffic into your business, continue pivoting, continuously just adjusting your business and offering different services or what have you, right? You're going to have to evolve and adapt to reach that milestone of whatever it is that you want. And it's the same thing in life. And that's why I'm such an advocate for just the health and wellness journeys, everything under the umbrella, because when you can really gather that sense of delayed gratification, it's going to translate into the rest of your life. Because every single day that we're in the gym, we're pushing it and we're grinding, we're not going to see those results. There's like that rule where 30 days you start to feel better, right? After 30 days of working out.
Yep.
60 days, other people start to notice the results and the differences. And then in 90, you're able to see it in the mirror.
It's game over.
So you're putting in that work for 90 straight days without even you being able to see those results, but you just have to trust the process.
TTP, baby. Trust the process.
It is true. What about you?
Yeah. I want to piggyback a little bit on that. I have another perspective and analogy. You think about people in the Olympics. They train X amount of years for 10 seconds.
10 seconds. That's
you
crazy.
Train 4 years
for 10 seconds.
For 10 seconds. Think about that as a perspective here. You got to wait. That's a long time. If you think about Usain Bolt and all these guys who are world-class athletes.
Yeah.
You train for 10 seconds. That is insane. You train every single day. That's a long time.
Think about all the adversity someone faces over 4 years.
Imagine injuries, imagine
hammies,
fatigue,
rolled ankle,
everything,
sickness,
and you're not even guaranteed to win.
Yeah, you're not.
I think that's crazy to me. So I do.
Hats off to the Olympic athletes.
I swear, honestly, that's wild. Big shout out.
That perspective is crazy.
I got goosebumps just thinking.
Could you imagine training for 4 years, giving everything you got, and you come in like 8th place?
Could happen. It happens to people.
Sure, it happens all the time, every day.
Right. But I think within that, though, you learn a lot about yourself.
Yeah.
And that's that journey. That's that purpose you have.
Mentality.
The no quit.
No quit.
You can't. Because we're not guaranteed tomorrow. We're not guaranteed to win. Just because we put in effort, we set out a goal or reach this journey, doesn't mean we're going to accomplish it. Life doesn't always work like that.
One of my biggest influences, and he's an influencer, of course, in the fitness scene, C-Bum, Chris Bumstead.
GOAT.
I love him.
He
doesn't do any other shows all year besides the Olympia. And he's so open and vulnerable and just raw about the emotions, the trials and the tribulations that he goes through. And his big thing is the no quit. No matter what, don't quit. Just one more day, one more workout. Keep going. Right? And I absolutely love that. It really adds the human aspect, because at the end of the day, we're all human. We all have days where we wake up and we're not feeling the greatest, or motivation's at a low, or you're going through something, you're stressed out from work, you got to work late. We've all been there. right? And that's okay. I'm not saying to not be human. Of course, take your days, take your rest days, do all that kind of stuff, but don't quit. A lot of the times when we don't do things, we justify excuses. Excuses are the biggest dream killers. Excuses and doubt and fear. But excuses. It's something that I've been working on is not using a lot of excuses.
It's easy to.
It's really easy to, like, damn, you know, I only got 5 hours of sleep last night. Like, not really feeling the greatest. I got to do X, Y, and Z. So I'm telling myself, like, you know what? It's okay. I'm not going to go lift today.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm kind of tired. It's been long. I'm just going to order this pizza. I'm not going to stick to the meal plan and have some chicken and rice.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got to get out of that fucking rat mentality.
Yeah.
Where you're just like a mouse, just going with the flow. Like, we got to get out of the matrix, the rat race. We have to get out of that thinking where that's okay.
It's
because it's not.
It's too normalized in today's society, and that's what's tough.
It is.
And there's people who don't have the awareness to recognize that.
It's like we talked about it a couple episodes back, where I'm in a battle with the word try. I don't like it. You're either going to do something or you're not, and it goes back to what we talked about, the importance of setting the goal. And here's the thing: if along this journey we're working towards the half marathon and we're making all these excuses and we're not running consistently and we're not sticking to the program, the results are going to show come race day.
Right. 100%.
When you're pulling up and you're 2.5 hours in and you're fucking, you know, you're all busted and broken because you haven't been training, it's going to speak for itself.
Absolutely.
Or if we come out like we did today, right? I will admit my training the last month and a half has been lack thereof. But on race day, I won't make excuses.
No.
And I didn't.
No, you didn't. And
because accountability, and it goes back to what we talked about yesterday, is doing things together. And that's another important thing about, you know, working towards a goal is try to find like-minded individuals. Like there's a lot of reoccurring themes coming into these episodes.
Yeah.
The community, like-minded individuals, accountability partners. These are all keys to success. Because without you guys, if I'm running that race by myself, I'm pulling up and I'm making excuses and I'm justifying whatever it is. But since I'm with you in Indiana, I said, fuck no, we're all running. Let's go. No excuses today.
Absolutely.
That shit sucked.
Yeah.
But we did it.
I was just going to ask, but I want to talk a little bit about, like, what was going on in that moment, right? Like, talk to me about what was going on in your head. Why did you keep pushing? I know we had the accountability partners there.
Yeah.
Why was there some adversity for you today?
Dude, life has been tough lately. A lot of stresses, a lot of work. And it's just, I will own it. I haven't been as adamant about running and doing that aspect. I've been in the gym. I have not been as adamant about running as I should have been.
Yeah, I respect
But I was the one that organized and orchestrated us all doing this, and I was not going to be the weak link holding people back.
I know.
It doesn't matter how hard it was for me. Dude, I was like, my fucking legs were heavy, like 2.5 in, right? First mile, we were coasting. 2.5 in, my legs are heavy, and you guys are fucking doing it. But I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be the weak link.
No.
I'm not going to be the weak link. I'm not going to be that guy. So I just sucked it up.
At that point, you're right.
Just nutted up, dude, and just kept running.
I respect you and I appreciate you for pushing.
I'm a man of my word.
I know you are. And that's why I respect the hell out of you for that. Because there's no excuse. It doesn't matter your journey, doesn't matter your story. You said you're going to do it, you're going to do it. You're not going to try, you're going to do it.
And we had a group goal. It wasn't just my goal. It wasn't your goal, and it wasn't Jake's. It was a group goal. And I'm not going to be the reason why the group doesn't hit the goal.
Right. And we talked about it.
And we talked about it.
We were communicating throughout the race too.
Yeah.
So which I think was great. So we knew, okay, we're at a 9-minute pace this mile, or we're at whatever. Let's just keep the pace. Hey, we need to speed it up.
It happened exactly how it was meant to happen.
Perfect. It worked out perfectly.
Exactly how it was meant to happen.
Right.
Because first off, Jake was kind of like, oh, dude, I just want to finish it. And I was like, I mean, that's great.
Yeah.
But we have to have some kind of goal that we're shooting for.
Have to.
That we're thinking about. And then it was like under an hour, but that's too easy. Because here's the thing.
Detailed specifically.
It's got to be specific and it's got to be detailed. And here's the thing, right? Us as people, we're capable of a lot more than we know. And this is why I love training with other people, because you're able to push past that threshold. It's a common thing that I see when I work out with people, i.e. example is Wilson. We'll shout him out. I love him to death and I love working out with him. But every fucking time I'm in the gym with him, he's like, let's say that we're doing shoulder presses. He's like, oh, dude, there's no way I can do 70s or 75s. And I make him do it.
And he can do it.
And he does like 8 reps. And I'm like, bro, you are selling yourself way too short.
Yeah.
You have so much more to give.
Do it.
I would never tell you to do something if I didn't genuinely think that you could do it. You know, we're not in here to get fucking hurt. We're not in here to do anything dumb.
No.
But I recognize all the potential and how strong you really are. Don't ever tell me that you can't do something.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? And it goes back to what we had said earlier. It's easier to take the easy route when you do something by yourself. But going back into the race, I pushed myself hard today because we were all holding each other accountable. Whether it was you that was struggling, whether it was Jake that was struggling, we would all hold each other accountable. And every time you guys looked over your shoulder, I'm right fucking there because there's no way that I'm going to be the guy.
I know.
It's way back there.
I know you weren't.
You guys have to slow up for me.
Yeah. There's no way. There's no way.
I gave you guys my word.
Yeah, you did.
I promise you, I will be more well prepared for the half marathon.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited for that training. I think that training is going to be fun this summer.
Good.
It's going to be good, man. But
it's going to be very good.
Yeah. I think overall, just to kind of, I want to recap the race. I mean, there was a lot that we touched on. There was a really the experience, the energy, the vibe, the community.
Yeah.
Everyone's just awesome, man. I think it was really cool.
Just one thing that I'll say. You know, it seems weenie. We say 10K, 6.2.
Right.
But that's a pretty decent chunk. For the average person to go out there and run 6.2 miles, like unbroken in 54 minutes, like that's pretty fucking good.
That's very good.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's good. Now imagine the half marathon is literally another 7
miles. Oh my God. We will be training for that. We'll be training.
The pace that we did today is the pace I ran the half at in October.
I think that's a perfect pace.
And we were talking about it. One of the reasons why that sucked is because I did it by myself. And I had way more enjoyment today than I did doing the half marathon because I was doing it with you guys.
I think there's other external factors too at that time.
And it was fucking freezing.
Freezing. There's other things going on too in your world. I mean, there was just a lot going on at that time, right?
Yeah.
With this, just within life. But regardless, you did it, which I'm proud of you for. We did it today.
I set a goal, and I worked
set a
towards
goal.
it. And I didn't make excuses.
You, me, and Indiana will be talking about.
I was under the weather when I ran the half marathon too. I had come back from fucking Colorado the week before new hire training.
Yeah.
I was under the weather, and I don't make excuses. No. It was like 50 degrees.
Boom.
I had to wear a shiesty, a beanie, fucking long tights and shit, but we got it done.
Got it done, my boy.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
We're capable of a lot more.
We're capable of a lot more. Keep pushing yourselves.
Just keep going.
Just keep going. I got it on my arm for a reason. Keep going. Keep going, baby.
And here's the thing. I think the theme here is set goals, push yourself harder than you've ever pushed yourself, but realize that you don't have to do it by yourself. Like that is one of the most calming things that I have to tell myself is like no matter what I'm going through, no matter the challenges is, I don't have to do it alone. I got a good support system. I got good people around me.
Amen.
I don't have to just be the lone wolf. In life, at work, in racing, in fucking lifting, whatever it is, you don't have to do it alone.
Amen.
You know what I mean?
You don't have to.
I did it alone for so long, man. It's exhausting.
Yeah. It's hard. It gets hard. It's easy
Especially as we get older, man.
Easy to cut corners too in life.
Especially as we get older because as we get older, there's nothing but more pressure.
Right.
It's more pressure.
That's all that it is.
Bills start stacking up. You start worrying about family, getting married, engaged, kids, the whole nine.
Everything.
Man.
Yeah.
Parents are starting to get older.
Everything.
You know?
Yeah.
Shout out to Pops, by the way, too.
Yeah.
He's on a 6-day, 60-mile canoeing backpacking trip in Utah.
Wow.
Fucking badass.
And he's sleeping without a cot.
Shout
out Pops.
Dad, man.
Sleeping
on the floor.
He may have a crick in his neck.
Yeah, he's gonna have a crick in his back and his calf and his neck. No, shout out to Pops though, for real, the GOAT. But I'm proud of you, brother.
Proud of you too,
and
bro.
I'm happy that we did the race together too.
That was so fun.
It's something that just it warms my heart.
Yeah.
You know, and it's. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm tired. I'll be honest. I'm tired. Dude, I'm excited I'm excited to shower, put back on the stinky clothes for all the rest of the week. But no, I'm tired, man. I'm exhausted.
I need to be horizontal.
For
both game sevens.
They're coming. Oh, yep. Big game sevens, NBA.
No, 100%. But definitely, you know, for the people that are listening, let's just recap everything again.
Yep.
Work towards a goal. Here's the thing. You can set a lot of little small tangible goals that all work towards the main goal. But but you don't have to go from A to Z.
Go from A to B first.
Let's hit C, then hit D, E, F, G, H.
I, J, K, L, M, L, P, Q, R, S, T.
Yeah, W, X, Y, and then finally you hit Z.
Z.
And here's also another thing too. The last thing that I'll say, and this is something that I took away from Kobe Bean, is become obsessed and fall in love with the journey. The journey is what it's all about, because we're going to work towards this half marathon, but then the half marathon is going to come, and then it's going to be okay, on to the next, right?
What's next?
The half marathon, the marathon, the ultra, whatever, that's not the end. That's not what I want to fall in love with. I want to fall in love with the journey, the process.
Love it.
The morning runs, the long runs after work, the long runs on Sundays, the long runs on the days that I don't want to do it, the clean meals, the regiment. That's what I love. That's what gets me going. You know, and those are my words of encouragement.
Mic drop. That's all we need.
Mic drop.
I'm in the same page as you. That's it.
That's all we need.
That's all we need, man.
As always, as you guys know, new episodes every single Tuesday. Thank you so much for tuning back in and taking yet again another step with us on this journey. We love you so much. Thank you for everybody for listening, watching, viewing, and subscribing. We'll catch you next Tuesday. We'll catch you on the next one. We love you.
All love.
All love. Metal Boys. Peace.
Peace.
That's it, brother. Race day.
Yee-yee.